We know that this society promotes, and it's rewarded for us to be single parents. If you live together and if you're a married couple, you get taxed more, you have to pay more, you have to you get less help, less assistance as a married couple than you do as a single person. So being a single person, you're rewarded, whether it's your council tax, whether it's your bills, whichever. You know, that's
an interesting one, though. You know, being rewarded for being single in a society that's so-called promotes marriage.
Yeah, so they're saying, but they don't. And Minister Farrakhan said, "Don't watch the words, watch the deeds." And when you watch their deeds, they're not actually promoting marriage.
They say they are.
Yeah, they say that they are, and so can I.
Or act like they are.
Yeah, they don't even act like they are. They just say they are.
Okay.
Because they don't even act like they are. They was talking about in primary schools, children are going to have to learn about sexual education and about same-sex marriages and how they're all very similar from the age of 7. And then they said they're pulling it down to 4. How can that be helping the babies and the children? It's not. It's not helping. It's hindering, and it's putting another hindrance in our way. You know, even in the school system, you know, they was talking about how the SATs have been so bad and how the SATs results have taken so long, and the company that actually marks the SATs results, I read it in the papers, brothers and sisters, they got £30 billion over 5 years. I'm going to say that again.
Say it again, sister.
£30 billion. They
were paid.
They were paid £30 billion over 5 years in order for them to mark all of the SATs results. It's an American company. It was an American company.
Stateside.
And they haven't even done it because...
That's the special relationship,
yeah,
brothers and sisters, between the UK and the US.
Yeah, and they haven't even done it because there's been a lot of controversy about the results being marked down or marked up. There's been trouble about how they haven't marked them properly. Parents aren't confident that when they go to secondary school that the teachers aren't even following them and doing tests of their own. So the whole system is in a shambles. But because they still speak in a very pretty way, or because they speak in a very confident way, we don't actually see it. We're talking about stopping the killing, brothers and sisters, and we're talking about, in order for us to stop the killing, we then have to start living, and we start by building. We're starting to build. And our topic today is shift work.
Shift work?
Yeah.
Working in shifts.
Now, it's quite interesting because there's a saying that I heard recently that father shifts, meaning he leaves, mother works shifts, going to work, and children are then left to shift for themselves.
Say that again. Say that again.
Father shifts.
Father shifts.
Yeah, he leaves.
Gone.
He's gone.
He does.
Out. Yeah,
blow.
that's right. That's right. Mother works shifts.
Mother works shifts.
That's clear.
Yeah.
And the children have to shift for themselves. Now that in itself is really sad, but it is a testimony to our society, which is why you find, let me take off my glasses because I keep pulling them up. We're talking about shifts now. Even in the school system, they have breakfast clubs, brothers and sisters. Breakfast clubs.
Because no parents are around.
The parents, the mothers are working shifts.
See.
Fathers shifted. And they have breakfast clubs and they have after school clubs.
Wow.
So your child can be in the school, in that one school, from like 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. That is a whole long time for a child. Nurseries, they got nurseries for babies from 3 months old. Babies can't even talk, them, brothers and sisters. They can't even tell you how their day was. You know, we say we debrief our children. Debrief a 3-month-old. You just can't do that. But it just goes to show how we've shifted. But what we've done is we've shifted and taken on somebody else's agenda and are pushing their programme rather than our own. Now, I think we need to just briefly get into the definition of shift.
So we're not even doing shift work with our own children?
No, we're not. We're not, but we don't have time, because I know that, you know, even when I was working on the plantation, and I done a shift, but I worked until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I would then make my way home, go and collect the children. We'd sit down, we'd pray and do our work, or relax, or go to the park, or what have you, and then by after dinner, I was just shattered. Don't talk to me. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
and I'd be like, Brother Chris, take your children. You know, have your children. You know.
Proper shifting.
Yeah, that's right. So then we're not working in harmony as a family now. You know, because I'm not there, I know that in the evenings now, if the children aren't doing something on the computer, or if we're not doing some drawing or some writing or something, there's always something going on. you know, and it's a lot more productive environment. But that's because my energy has been shifted from the plantation and from building somebody else's society to helping to build our own.
Brothers and sisters, we need to get our shifts back. We need to shift back to our own so that we can start our building society. Otherwise, it's just more of the same.
My mother worked long hours, but she finished at 4:30 in the afternoon, so she'd always be home by 5. So it was us 5 children, but a lot of the time now it's just one child. Parents have one child. So in having one child now, it means that that child is by themselves a lot, or they're hanging out in the street a lot, or whatever, you know,
like somebody else's house.
Yeah, that's right. And then they end up not being able to sustain themselves.
The children shift for themselves.
Which means that they're orphans. In actual fact, they're orphans because they're helping themselves. So we've got a nation of orphans running around in the streets, killing one another and hurting one another on a physical level, but they don't see how we've done it to them on a mental level and how we've been doing it to one another. Because the physical comes after the spiritual and then the mental. So it's spiritually we've been killed during and being hurt and damaged during slavery, and that's come down with us. Mentally, we've been hurting and killing one another with our separations, where we don't want to live together as husband and wife, or we don't want to get married, or I'll stay over there and you stay over
Divorce.
here.
Well, that's a shift, isn't it, really?
Of course it is. And, you know, not even wanting to be in any relationship with anyone and not wanting to make it work some of the time as well. There's a death there as well. Our children are watching us not working in harmony with one another. Then they're seeing us, you know, bad-mouthing one another, killing one another with our mouths. You're no good just like your father. You know, they see us doing all of that. Now they're taking it onto a different level, on a physical level, and we're telling them to stop it, but we're not stopping it ourselves.
Okay. So we're saying something that we don't actually believe in.
Yes, no, we're saying something that we're not actually doing.
We're not prepared to do ourselves. What if we're not doing it, then we don't believe in it?
Yeah.
You don't do it, you don't believe in it. You can say, but if you ain't doing it, you don't believe it. The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We can say we believe in all kinds of stuff. If we don't do it, we don't believe in it. You can say you support all kinds of things, but if you don't do it, you don't support. You can support with your mouth, but support with your mouth isn't something anyone can use.
It's hot air, isn't it, really?
You know? You can encourage, but if you truly support, you'll get behind that thing and put your shoulder to the wheel.
Yeah.
If you believe something, when we believe, brothers and sisters, we are found doing that which we believe.